What's going on, guys? All right, today we're going to talk about Mcfarlane DC Multiverse Lobo. Now, I just picked him up. I know he came out a while back. I've been wanting to pick him up, just never did. And so let's go ahead and take a look at him in the box. Basic DC Multiverse stuff. There's the UPC for anybody that needs it. We got Lobo, DC Rebirth. And then once again on the back, we've got basically just a picture of the figure. That's fine, I guess. I prefer it when they put some kind of art or something on the back. I don't know why. I never keep the boxes anyway, but looks nicer that way. But anyway, there we go. We got him set up. Let's go ahead and crack open the box and see what we got inside. Alright, so here we are. Got him out of the box, and we'll take a look at the details up close here in just a second. But I just got to say, I love this figure. I'm a big Lobo fan, have been for a very long time. I was a Lobo fan from the very beginning, going back to when he first premiered in Omega Men, and when he got his own comics and started doing his miniseries, started showing up in other stuff. He was just a great, fun character, and this is more of the modern look for him as far as the Rebirth look, but I gotta say, I mean, there's not a lot of difference between this look and where he started. Hair's a little different, clothes are a little different, but in general this very much evokes the original character of Lobo that I grew up reading back in the 80s and 90s, and so I'm digging it. So as we get up close, again, big chunky figure, not deluxe figure size, but still very well done. Love all the details on the jacket there, on the vest. I've got the back, Bite Me Fanboy, that looks great. Nice texturing there. Love the texturing in the hair with the blue highlights. Very comic book accurate, very comic book looking. We got good details on the gloves, skin texture. Love the t-shirt. Underneath got the little rips. Nice texturing on the shirt itself. The belt is great. The jeans look awesome. Look like real blue jeans. We got the shin guards with the skulls that look awesome. The steel-toed boots look great. We got some little bit of texturing on the bottom, not a lot. Would have been nice if they had painted the straps on here and the backs of the boots and things, but you know, minor complaint. All in all, really nice. A lot of times on figures, big figures like this, they don't do the double jointed elbows, and they did on this one, and they've got decent range for as big as his arms are, so good there. Obviously double jointed knees, typical Mcfarlane ball joint ankles, which I'm not happy about, but you know, it happens. We've got the torso articulation, pretty standard. He doesn't really lean forward at all or back at all. Head is not very mobile there just because of his hair, which is to be expected. But standard shoulders, bicep swivels, you know, wrists, everything. Pretty standard stuff for a Mcfarlane figure. Looks really good. I'm really liking it. I think they did a good job just as far as the look goes. And, you know, I'm happy with it just from that aspect alone. So let's go ahead and take, oh, let's see if we can get him to stand up here. Again, this is a Mcfarlane figure. Let's not forget. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. We'll get these out of the way first. Non-accessories here. A stand, which he will probably require to stand up, and a card. Would have been nice to have some original art on there, or even something pulled from the comic. And then we've got the bio right there. And then as far as actual accessories, we get this, which is cool. This is kind of his go-to weapon, which is the hook on the end of the chain, and you're going to slap that on his arm. And yeah, I like it. I mean, it's you know, it's his go-to weapon, so glad he came with it. All right, let's go ahead and do some comparisons real quick and see how he stacks up to some other figures. Alright, so here we've got him standing next to a couple other DC Multiverse stuff. We've got him next to a head-swapped Wonder Woman and Batman Beyond. I think he looks good, scales perfectly. He's taller than both of them, and nice and big and much chunkier than either one of them, as Lobo should be. Looks great. Okay, so now we got him next to a couple of 6-inch scale figures. On the left, we've got G.I. Joe Classified's Gung Ho. On the right, we've got Star Wars Black Series, Din Djarin, the Mando, both great figures, love them a lot, and he appropriately towers over both of them, as he should. He's 7-inch scale, of course he is, but the cool thing about Lobo is even if you wanted to incorporate him into a 6-inch line, because he is an alien that's supposed to be much bigger than human beings, I think he would still work in a display. So would work with 6-inch scale. Looks great next to these two. Din Djarin's a little small. Star Wars Black Series in general is a little small, but I think still, all in all, looks pretty damn good. Okay, so now we've got him next to a couple of imports here. On the left, we have the Revoltech Iron Man's, the Mark 6, and on the right, we've got the Mezco X-Force Wolverine. Both are 6-inch scale, and again, he towers over both of them. He might actually work with the Wolverine, since Wolverine is supposed to be a short character. Doesn't look good at all next to the Revoltech Iron Man, just not in scale whatsoever. So to compare him to a couple of other 7-inch scale figures, on the left we got Marvel Selects Thor. I can't remember which Thor this is. Mighty Thor, Thundering Thor, something Thor, I don't remember. And of course on the right we have Mattel's Masters of the Universe Skelegod. Two really cool figures in their own right, and they scale absolutely perfectly with Lobo. He looks great between the two of them. I think this would definitely work for a display. So let's talk about price. Now at retail, this guy was $19.99, 20 bucks. And if you can find him on Amazon or Walmart or Target or wherever, you can pick him up for 20 bucks. And I've said this many, many times, I appreciate that Mcfarlane DC Multiverse line is still selling for $20, even when other companies are raising their prices, namely Hasbro and a few others. I do appreciate that they're keeping their prices at that same price point that they've had for the last 3 years. It may go up at some point just due to a lot of stuff going on right now, but for the moment, you can still pick these guys up at retail for 20 bucks. Now, if for whatever reason you can't find this guy at a Walmart, Amazon, something like that, I've regularly seen him go for about 25 on the aftermarket, places like eBay, Mercari, and stuff like that. So, if you can't find them at retail, you may pay a few bucks more, but it shouldn't be too excessive, especially not for a figure like this. So price-wise, this is a plus. As far as the figure goes itself, again, great figure, good, big, chunky, tall, great sculpt, great detail, great paint, except for the back of the legs. But other than that, there's really nothing to complain about here. It is a good figure. It's a good Lobo figure. Whether you're a fan of the new Lobo or like me, the old Lobo, doesn't matter. This is just in general a great figure and easily one I can recommend for anybody that's into DC Multiverse or just cool figures in general.